And I am known for using my pink colors, so that's what I'm going to do this time. That's done with a cheat code that does not do anything else. It literally just alters the palette of my character. There we go. Perfect. Just making sure I don't have a hotkey that is bound to J for some reason, because partway through I'm going to be switching to my keyboard. Yeah, nothing. Okay, I should be fine. Yo, thank you for the good luck. It should be fun. Alright, Exploud. Hope you can hear me. Alright, starting my run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Plague of Shadows 100%. This category is a lot of fun. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. I'll do my best to explain everything. Starting with Bursting. So Plague Knight has this neat little mechanic where whenever he throws a bomb, he can hold down the attack button to continue charging. That causes him to burst, which moves him really fast. And that's the bulk of movement you're going to see me doing. Plague also has a double jump, so I'm basically going to constantly try and maintain my momentum from a burst by constantly doing burst, jump, burst. And the requirements for 100% say that I have to get all of these green coins, all of the bomb upgrades that you can purchase with the green coins, so there's a lot of money involved, and all of his weapons and relics, basically everything that shows up on the file select screen. This category is a lot of fun because you get to see every room. And I'm gonna be a little careful there, that guy can kind of mess you up. I also have to collect all those music sheets. Now Plains is kind of a little bit of an easy stage. At the same time, it's tricky in the sense that I don't really have a whole lot of room to move in. Like, there's a lot of low ceilings that really prevent me from doing all this burst jump burst I'd like to do. Even in partway purchasing items throughout the run, at the end I'm going to need over 42,000 gold. So it's going to be quite a lot. Now normally Plague Knight does have a zip you can do here, but because there's coins in the next room I actually can't do it. I have to go through these other rooms. But yeah, rip bubble wrap. We'll pop it another time. Good. Didn't get hit there. No big deal if I do. There are basically 30 coins in every stage, and then there are some smaller stages that may have coins. So I'll be visiting basically everywhere on the map. And coming up on the first boss, this is Black Knight. Black Knight is quite the guy, super rude. I'm going to try and stun lock him. Good, he's on the right. Okay. Nope. That happens. If you lose the stun lock, it's a pretty precise stun lock, so you constantly have to juggle him over in the corner. Timing your bomb presses, it's by far the hardest stun lock out of all the knights. We are coming up on the village, and the village, unlike Shovel Knight, we have other things we need to do, and we're not allowed to just enter the village directly. We have to go over here, break this thing open, get this coin. Poor guy's house. We're going to be coming back here after every stage, but after we've cleared it the first time, we'll actually be coming straight down to the potion area, which is Plague Knight's hideout. Our lovely assistant Mona will be taking us down. is something we have to do this time, but I am keeping in mind how many coins I have. So for example, I just got 1 extra coin. Basically, if I don't have a 1 after every stage for a little while, I'm going to be concerned that I missed a coin. Okay. As you can see, you kind of have to have like a familiar jump pattern movement through each room, just to get through and beat certain cycles like these lava pots. Now, something about Plague Knight's burst is that he has a couple of invincibility frames when he bursts, so he can actually avoid damage like that. Plague Knight also gets knocked back really far when he takes damage, so we're actually going to use that to our advantage. Nice, I actually made it up there. For some optimal movement. Now what I just did was one of the side rooms, the newer areas added for Plague Knight's campaign, and I'm rewarded with the Flare Rod. Flare Rod is a piece of junk for Plague Knight. He's not actually going to use it. However, I know where Chester is. Chester is the guy who usually sells you these items as Shovel Knight. Little did Shovel Knight know, we actually found them and sold them to Chester in the first place. And by doing so, if I can do the Shovel Guy, oh, this is the most impossible door. You have to line up with it. It's actually kind of forgiving, but not when you're going super Luigi slippery fast. But yeah, in trading these relics to Chester, I actually get some new spells, which are really, really powerful and useful. So now I just got Big Boom, the first of Plague Knight's Arcana that I'll be getting throughout the run. Arcana use power, my resource at the top, and I can basically throw like as many as I'd like until I run out. Hello? When the bar is orange, if I use another spell at that point, then I'll actually overheat, and I won't be able to use any spells until I fully regain my mana. Big Boom can deal 2 hits of damage. It's programmed a little weird, so I'm hopefully not going to have to suffer too much because of it. That rat is quite a guy right there. This room has a neat little damage boost that prevents me from having to worry about pot cycles. And then there's just this last coin here, and I'm still looking good. It's kind of a lenient run. You only have to like farm money so often. This is King Knight. I'm gonna try and trick him into running to the wall twice. Nice. Okay, so I just exhausted my mana. Nice, got him. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to use Big Boom until after my bar fully recharges. And there are moments where you can do that and it's okay because it'll recharge by the time you need it. So you just have to be familiar with that as a runner. Big Bomb actually just got routed into any percent. So Exploud does love his Big Boom. Not talking to Mona more than you need to is really, really tricky. It's probably going to cost me time throughout the run more than once. But now I have to go and do one of the map spawns. This is what we call Duck Knight. This gold armor is a small stage, actually, and it's really, really difficult. Easy to die in, honestly. Just took a little bit safer there, just so I wouldn't die. That one Skelebro can just knock you into a pit, and you won't recover in time to save yourself. So this is the Lich Yard. The Lich Yard has quite a lot of individual stage hazards to worry about, like frogs. I'm gonna actually... Nice. I did manage to use Big Boom a little bit there. Big Boom is actually pretty fast, so it's really useful for clearing out hazards as well. The Lich Yard's side room is actually one of the scariest ones. I don't want to take too much damage, because I have the damage boost in this room. Okay, good. That was, okay. Got the phase locket. Okay, now I really don't want to take any more damage than that. Big Boom kind of has this huge attack range. And I am going to heal here, because if this guy hits me, it does a full heart. Okay, made it out alive. That's all that matters. This room can be particularly awful. Just knowing like when your burst is ready is one of the biggest challenges of Plague Knight running in general. Hello? Oof. Okay, I don't want to kill all of those guards. You can kind of use bomb swinging to carry a little bit of your momentum. Unfortunately, I killed the wrong guard. I could have damage boosted off of him. Okay. Where am I? Okay. That's a little bit of a problem. I lost 700 gold. Luckily, I know where there's a ton of backup gold, so hopefully I won't ever have to like go in fishing for any of the money that I lost. Especially because that was in a different room that I don't have to visit anymore. I got the coin in it and the music sheet. And those are things that stay with you. So losing 700 gold there, not a big deal. I know how to recover from that. There's a neat little strat here. Then, oh, wait. I can't even do that yet. Okay, I'm going to push this guy away real quick. Nice. Still got the lure. Okay, and... That's always extremely scary. I'm going to have to hope for these frogs to cooperate with me! Oh my god. Please stop it. Frogs are actually bullies. Perfect. He actually damage boosted me into the pit. Exactly what I wanted. Oh, come on. That means I might get hit again. Yep. So normally in this stage you would be picking up the Leech Fluid, which is one of the Arcana I'm going to need to complete the run. However, it's actually faster, because it's not used in the run, to just ignore it. And I'll be picking it up later. Barely landing on that ledge, just to refresh my jump so that I can more optimally get through that top section. And I love this little skid that I'm going to do in a second. Just enough to land on there without getting hit by that ghost. Touch that checkpoint. Okay, and I kind of know where I'm going. I have done this before, even though it's like pretty dark and spooky. Okay, and then bursting into the boss room like this was actually on purpose so that I could be up on this platform. I'm going to be fighting Spectre Knight, and I want to push him into the corner. And you can only really do that if you end up on the top like that. Sure. I got bad RNG. That's not great, but that's okay. Nice, and I still finish him. Not too bad. Basically, Spectre Knight can teleport either to the bottom left or bottom right corner after his first teleport, and he passes around. I was hoping he would have stayed on the left corner, because then I could have just stayed in the air and lobbed a ton of bombs at him. So now, after completing the first couple stages, we get this small cutscene with Mona. Mona actually is going to give us some tonic she's been working on. It's going to permanently increase our max health. Really, really lovely. And then we're going to leave and head over to the next stage. I am almost about to do my first bit of shopping. You really want to make sure you knock out as much shopping in one go as you can. And the first one we're going to do involves upgrading a bomb. But not before we do Exploudathon to get the coins made for it. Those green coins, the cipher coins, they actually allow us to research bomb loadouts, but only after we get so many of them. Using a little bit of my invincibility there just to not have to worry about getting hit by the rat. Whoa! Nice shot! Landed right in the pocket there. Kind of terrible. That's okay. That money is super recoverable, so it's not a big deal. Unfortunately, that's going to throw off a bit of the global cycles in this stage. Oops. That should be fine. Perfect. That guy. Okay. This room can be a little tricky if you don't climb high enough on the ladder. I'm going to pick up all this extra gold. You only need so much of it, but I'm a little shy right now. And that guy didn't get me. This next room is the Explodatorium side room. Can be kind of terrifying. There's just so many more hazards in these side rooms that are designed around Plague Knight's abilities rather than the majority of the stage, which is designed around Shovel Knight's abilities. I really don't want to take too many more hits here. Yeah, this should be fine. I'll be able to get some food in a little bit. But I don't want to take too many more damage boosts. The stage is pretty lethal as far as hazards go. Most of it deals like a full heart of damage or even a heart and a half. Okay, that's fine. I'm a little worried about the gold armor coming up. This green Duck Knight, as it were. He's kind of body blocking me right there. Yeah, I do want him to go away. I hope he just stays away for now. There we go, perfect. And I did land, which makes that a little less scary, but I'm super low on health. Okay, this is fine. I shouldn't die to this boss. This boss has a lot of health. I will, however, be able to just chill on his right side. Perfect, okay. I'm gonna grab this checkpoint just for safety. Would not want to fall too far back. Okay. I'm a little low on health now. Hello, I need this coin. I don't want to take any more damage at this point, specifically because I will have to... that's fine, just a little half a heart is fine. But I'm going to be coming up on a fight with Shovel Knight, and part of the Shovel Knight fight is that you have to be under 2 health. So long as I'm not, like, at kill range when I enter the fight, it should be okay. Perfect, okay. Basically, Shovel Knight has access to all of his relics, except... But most importantly, he has the Phase Locket, and I'm going to try and stun lock him in the corner over here. The stun lock is pretty simple, but it does require that he doesn't use the anchor to knock me out. He's not going to use the Phase Locket because I'm under 2 health, and the game is like, well, that'd be kind of unfair. Okay, I did manage to get it. That's always kind of terrifying, because like if you are even remotely soft on your mashing, he'll just throw an anchor out and end your life. But I have 121 green coins, which means I can do all the research I need to unlock Cluster Powder, which is the first upgrade we're gonna get. So she's going to ask me for 40 coins first, nothing of interest, going to talk to her again. And then 60 coins, which unlocks Cluster Powder, which is a very useful... it's going to change the way my bomb explodes. But right now, I'm actually going to keep it the same because I'm going to fight Reese, which is one of the Wandering Travelers. And I actually want the base bomb loadout for this fight, just for the stun lock. If you like music, you can hum along. Uh-oh. Well, that's a little bit of a problem. Losing the stun lock means it's just going to be a little more annoying to hold on to him. And it's also going to mean he gets his mid-phase attack. Cool, I actually managed to somehow get him back into it. It's not exactly a free stun lock, but it's pretty enjoyable and satisfying. So I just switched over to Cluster Powder real quick, which you're going to see the next time I throw a bomb. It's going to change the way it looks. I'm going straight for the Lost City. This stage is actually really scary as well. Gonna throw a bomb to the left right there, just because it helps me clear out some of these bricks that I need out of my way. Okay, that was a little scary. Hopefully just gonna wait a little bit so I can get my bomb back. Perfect. And that is what the Cluster Powder looks like. It drops an explosion. I can't throw more than one of these now, but it does make it so that I get 3 attacks really quickly, and I don't have to do anything else. That's a little scary. I'm gonna have to wait on that fire droplet just to be safe. You might have noticed me using Staff of Surging a couple times. It should be obvious what it does. It's a Shoryuken. It saves me in a couple spots. It does grant me some height. However, it will force me to drop for a little while as well. I won't have perfect control of Plague Knight immediately, so I have to use it sparingly. This room is always a little scary. You got this small wiggle I have to do. How much money did I lose? Those money bags should be easy enough to get. 9,400, 400, or 9,400. I got everything I needed to. I'm actually going to ignore that and just farm some money later. It should be fine. Re-entering this room, not from that, not from the side room, is a little confusing though. Okay, I'm fine. I'm gonna have to break some extra checkpoints, but that should be okay. All else fails, I know a certain dude who's willing to pay me 2,000 for giving him a good smackdown later. I'm gonna be safe and grab this checkpoint real quick, just in case, so I don't get sent too far back. Because this is a slightly scary point to have to grab. I don't have to go through this entire room. It's a good thing I got that checkpoint. But yeah, it's kind of a cramped corridor. That money is, however, extremely easy to get. Ooh, one thing I do have to worry about, though, is I actually have to do some shopping after this stage. Thinking emoji. I'll have to break an extra checkpoint in this stage, actually, just to make up for that. Okay. I wouldn't normally get this this chest, but I do need some extra money just for the shopping that I have to do. Music sheets are pretty trivial to have to get, but they are required. They also will give us a lot of money for turning them in later. I'm gonna grab this checkpoint right now, and I'll break it after I do this side room, which is also kind of a nightmare. Oh, that was scary. Okay. Gonna have to watch this fire droplet. Got that. I want to make sure I have 9,500 gold. There's a little bit more I can farm out. Looks like I'm gonna have to break this checkpoint as well. Which is fine because Mole Knight is not that hard of a fight. Yeah, plenty of money to do all of my shopping. Everything is all sorted out. This is basically going to be a session where I buy some magic upgrades and a weapon that's in the potionarium called the Bait Bomb. The magic upgrades being the more important part. That's not what I want. Thanks, Mona. So Bait Bomb is used for fishing. It's actually kind of hilarious that he can even fish at all, but of course he would do it with explosives. Why not? Don't forget to feed Oolong. And then while you're feeding Oolong, just talk to Percy real quick, grab this music sheet, and then we're out of here. And that's about all that I'm going to have to do in that room. So now I have an offset of 4 coins, and that's going to be my norm for the rest of the game. Gonna clear out Duck Knight 2. I'm starting to get more relics, so I actually have to keep in mind like what my weapon is and where my swapping is going to be. There's a ton of gold in these hidden rooms, or these hidden little extra map stages. And now I'm going over to Iron Whale. So Big Boom can actually be used to clear out these bubbles before I even get to them. Just a little bit sooner, but it's useful. Staff of Surging is, it's got a little bit of forward momentum to it that can obviously throw you off a little bit. So water stages, as far as water stages go in this game, this one's actually a really, really fair water mechanics. Like, you can't really blame yourself or blame the game for dying here, because water only slows down your fall height, and it doesn't really change your burst. Oops. That's fine. It's a little bit messy, but I'm okay. Gonna actually have to switch to Bait Bomb here. I missed, of course. Okay, try that again. Bait Bomb's a little hard to use. Make sure I get in this side room. That would be really bad if I didn't fall down here, because there's a coin right here. It would take forever to get to it. So I picked up something called, gosh, I can't remember the name of it. It's powder, it's a smoke bomb, sorry. Smoke bomb is actually really useful because, as you can see, it makes me invincible for a little bit of time. There's a couple strats that use the smoke bomb. I thought it had a fancier name for some reason. As far as attacks go, like, I'd still rather use Plague Knight's bombs, especially now that I have Cluster Powder. Big Bomb is just a little too slow and uses so much magic. However, the Staff of Surging is really good on bosses. For whatever reason, it just does a ton of damage to them. There we go. That was a little close there. So I just got the Throwing Anchor, which is normally what you actually get from that box. And this is going to be a small zip done by mashing Staff of Surging twice, and I actually enter this room without even breaking that wall. I'm hoping that I can get damaged by one of those fireballs. Nice. Just so I'm invincible as I pass through that guy. Oh, darn. I wasn't expecting to get damaged there, and then I lost my invincibility frames, but the checkpoint is right there, so it's actually not a big deal. And I also, since I just did all that shopping, I don't have a lot of money. Losing all that money is not a... Hello? Grab the ladder. Okay, that was a little scary. Time for this side room. Oh boy. This side room has some of the most awkward movement in it, just because the amount of cramped quarters. I'm actually going to grab this tonic, just to be safe. This damage boost, however, is really cool. Oh, I just barely missed it. Hello! Okay. Grab this. Could you please go away? Sure. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to be trading in the Anchor for the Vat, which is actually one of the best items for saving Plague Knight, considering how tricky it is to move with this character. Having the ability to just make a platform wherever you are, super useful for movement. A good panic button. I'm going to switch back to the Smoke Bomb, just so I can do this and get past this guy. Smoke Bomb, because it basically makes you invincible, is kind of expensive power-wise. It consumes a lot of your mana. That Smoke Bomb is not going to be really close enough to help me out too much, but it will provide me with a little bit of invincibility. You can kind of chain burst underwater, so in case of anything, I can whoop. Okay. Case in point with that. You can kind of maintain infinite height, which is super useful. Treasure Knight's not really that bad of a fight, especially when you have Cluster Powder. Hopefully he doesn't. Of course he would go to the ceiling. Why wouldn't he? That's the one pattern you don't want to see, just because he can waste a bunch of time being up there. But yeah, with Cluster Powder dealing so much damage now without me having to stay locked into bomb throwing animations, I can kind of lace that in with Big Bomb. We're going to be getting an even better weapon later on, but Big Bomb it is for now. I'm about to do a little bit more shopping. I hope I'm not like just barely shy of gold, because I have to buy two. Actually, it should only be 7,000 for the two of them. The last two, which are really, really awesome, only seeing use in New Game Plus 100%, are Spin Burst and Impact Fuse, which, first I'm going to have to research. 80 coins. And now, I'm going to buy Spin first, just to make sure I have the money for that. That one's way more important than Impact Fuse. Just 3,000. And I'll equip them in the next stage, which is going to be another one of those side areas. This is the... It was the Knuckler's Quarry, but now it's the Bottomless Quarry for Plague Knight. It kind of intends for you to use the Vat all over the place. Yo, Metroid is back. So first I'm going to switch my layout. And now, I kind of got this... Whoa! Maybe I should have Vat equipped. That was silly. So now I kind of have the... Screw Attack from Metroid, which is extremely useful, way better than a basic burst. Ton of extra coins in this stage. A lot more money, nothing really dangerous. Apart from bottomless pits that I fell into. But that's basically going to be the layout I have for the rest of the run. There's only one thing missing in our arsenal, and that's actually why I'm in this stage. Picking up the next most useful weapon. Hopefully I can get past this cannonball. Nice. Okay. You have a little bit of invincibility you can use to kind of squeeze past it once you burst. This Jawa is kind of terrifying. And Jawa's... Okay, I did manage to get it. I'm just going to go back and get this coin now safely. Oh, darn! I was hoping that either the spike would have hit me or I would have jumped over it. That's fine. It's a very small amount of money because I just spent a bunch of money. Hello! Okay, we're fine. Ooh, well, I guess that means I'm okay to get this. Honestly, Flying Machine is one of the deadliest stages. Hopefully I can make it past the Flying Machine side room, which is actually extremely terrifying. I'm gonna switch to my VAT just to be safe, because it's very easy to end up over a pit without a way out. Okay, I'm fine. Woof, that was close. And that's why you have that. Honestly, getting through that room is all that matters. Open this chest. Good. None of the money, well, some of the money, but not any of the big money fell through, so. I'm gonna recover here. And I'm gonna grab this checkpoint for safety, just because I would not like to go back super far. We're actually seeing a slightly strange... Uh-oh, please get this coin. Okay. Changes up the wind cycles a little bit. Not too bad. Property of the Staff of Surging, where I can actually ignore wind temporarily, which is actually really nice. Hello? I actually have to use the bait bomb in a second, and I'll explain the Staff of Surging once I take care of this guy. Okay. So, Staff of Striking that I just picked up is a melee attack for Plague Knight, and you may be thinking, well, if I've got all these amazing bombs, why would I ever want to use that? That's because it's really, really fast. Hello? Yeesh, okay. I do need to go this way. Can I please? There we go. Sizable amount of money in there. And then I have to actually break... this is a checkpoint I can't really ignore. I have to break this one. Oh, cool. I made it through. So, Triple Jaw is kind of easy to get around, but they can be extremely terrifying. Hello, that was almost death. Spin to win. Can I... I get 9 staff swings before I exhaust myself, which is really useful for boss kills. There we go. Hello? Don't mess with that. Definitely don't. It's pretty easy to get pushed into those spikes. Okay, I'm gonna use the Staff of Surging to fight the wind real quick, and then end up touching this checkpoint. Ah, well, I got the checkpoint, which is pretty important. That big money bag, I absolutely have to get back. So what I'm going to do is use a smoke bomb. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Let's try it again. There was a slightly hard to see ceiling there. Okay, I made it past it this time. I do have to get back some money, but that's not until much later on, because luckily, I'm basically done with shopping for quite a while. Coming up on Propeller Knight. This guy is kind of annoying because he has a projectile guard. However, by using the properties of impact. Oh, darn, I just missed him by one hit. By using the properties of impact bomb, I can actually have the bomb explode before it has like any chance for him to reflect it or parry it. So he can just run into the cluster while I use the Staff of Striking like crazy. Now, after completing the flying machine, you're forced to fight Black Knight 2. This is a plot fight, so I actually can't skip it, unlike in Shovel Knight's campaign, where you can actually skip it by going super fast. Hopefully, this is a very free fight. He does have more HP, but the stun lock I'm offered by using Staff and Cluster Powder should be really easy, until he does that. There we go. Still not a bad fight. He could have obviously started doing way more shovel drops and an attempt to fling lasers at me. But now we don't have Mona, which is fine. We've already done our research. Percy could cover us for that, but we don't need it. So we're basically not going to need to do anything in there. I will, however, have to fight the... Hello, could you please be a little closer? Phantom Striker has some slight map RNG to whether or not he can move like really far away from you or be a bro and be like right up close to you. I actually have to finish this fight without taking more than half of my health and damage. And I want to be right up next to him. Yes, this is really, really great positioning. By being over half health, on top of the 3,000 gold I get for beating him, he gives me 2,000 gold and 200 gems. And by being on top of him, he basically drops it all on top of me, so I can just leave immediately. But next I'm going to Clockwork Tower. This has another weapon that I'm going to be using sparingly. It's not really as much of a weapon as it is movement tool. You may have noticed that I struggle with small corridors. I'm actually going to fix that by getting this weapon. Nice. Okay. Staff is striking subside. This room can be extremely terrifying. Ooh, just because of, you know what? I'm just gonna take damage. Of course. I don't want to take too much damage because the next room can be very scary. This side room is actually pretty awful. That kind of messes up the cycles. Okay, cool. Still managed to make it through. Gotta improvise sometimes. Getting the mobile gear. Cluster powder doing work, as usual. Mobile gear is going to let me trade in for the Fleet Flask, which we are fast approaching. I'm actually going to heal right here. Good damage boost. I wasn't sure if that would work. Cool. And I got that music sheet. Don't need to be in that room anymore. Hello, rude. Oh, nice. So sign daggers are actually random. But they're usually not an issue. Okay, got that coin. And here's Fleet Flask, which is kind of useful, but not in this room, so I'm going to switch back to Staff of Surging. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Okay. So as you can see, Fleet Flask is pretty useful. It basically lets you run at full burst speed. Oof! Jesus! I thought I was gonna land on something. Of course. Never trust that. Just use the VAT next time. Not a big trek back this time because I basically get to skip all the rooms that I just went through. I do have to make sure I get that money, though. I'm starting to have, like, so much money at this point that any death will cost me, like, thousands and thousands of gold. Please? This room can be a little scary, just because I don't want to hit those spikes. Grab this coin, get this checkpoint, breathe a slight sigh of relief. And then I have to do this strat, which is kind of also terrifying. Okay. Gotta make it through here. Nice. And then grab this coin. Nope, not doing that. Well, that's fine too, and thanks for the money. Run through this guy. Grab this checkpoint. More damage boosting. Plague Knight's all kinds of fun. One more side room, just because this is actually quite the long stage here. Quite a lot of goodies to have to get. Gears do a full heart of damage, so I'm not going to mess around with that. Sometimes it's hard to draw the line between which damage boosts are intentional, but that one was. Bosses are gonna struggle with killing me, but the stages are the real hazards here. I gotta give a shout out to my boy Speedfrog, who actually was one of the first people ever running Plague Knight 100%. He routed a lot of it. He knows quite a lot of the strats, and I actually picked up this category because of him. It's super fun. So we're coming up on Tinker Knight. This fight's actually kind of a joke. Like, he just takes so much damage for whatever reason. And that's it. Whoa! The floor broke. So the floor breaks. You actually have a real fight with Tinker. Although even the real fight with Tinker is not that bad, just because Plague Knight's so strong with that staff now. And he's dead. Like, it's just... You do so much damage now between Cluster Powder and Staff Slapping that you can really annihilate bosses. You can do so much damage. And now any death I take will basically drop 2,500 into a pit, and 2,500 is about the amount of gold I get for beating a boss, so it's really not recoverable if I lose that money. Oh darn, I should have switched to Fleet Flask, but that's okay. Basically, there's some really crazy movement happening in the next stage, Stranded Ship. But that's really easy to fix. If I can even get it. So, running on ice is not a good idea for that reason. But you do move at full movement speed, or full burst movement speed in the air, so it's kind of a hard situation to fit your Fleet Flask in this stage. Now, I don't want to grab that checkpoint in the other room. That said, this is like one of the most terrifying side rooms. You can get crushed there, spikes absolutely ever. Didn't want to risk that one. I need that, so I'm gonna wait on this platform. I really don't want to risk dying because it literally takes an absolute eternity. Nope, not gonna risk it. Spinvolts are super obnoxious enemies. Okay. And then getting this is actually going to be kind of terrifying. Oh my god, I'm definitely not going to be able to make this without getting crushed, so I'm going to just chill right here. That's fine. Kind of scary. You've got to be kidding me. I actually... Good game. It's okay. Getting that gold shouldn't be too difficult, and I don't have to go through the side room, which is way more terrifying. Of course. Yo, look at me go. Okay, that was fun, spin burst while it lasted, or fleet flask while it lasted. Try and get good use of them if you can. That's fine. Ow. Okay. Still okay. I'm a little low on health. Go for another fleet flask strat. Nice. That's actually really difficult as well. Ow. Starting to look low on health, so gotta be a little more careful. There's a damage boost I'm gonna have to go for next. Please? Wow, what a guy. Whatever. I'm just throwing a bomb at these guys. Ideally, I would have damage boosted through that. Ooh, Jesus. I was not expecting to get hit by that bomb. Okay, everything's totally fine. Much as I would like to leave this checkpoint up, this is actually one of the extra checkpoints I can break. Cool. Cool, okay. You can kind of nudge those enemies out of your way. Just waiting slightly so I don't have to deal with that. Okay, and now for Follow Your Nose. I love this. This is Fat Skip. You don't have to go through any of those upper rooms, so long as you can get that skip. It's kind of tricky. And this room is actually terrifying. Okay, I'm fine. Nice! That's actually also a really hard trick. Oh, Jesus, I was expecting to take damage. I almost just bit the dust right there. Okay, but Polar Knight's not that scary, so long as I don't totally beef it. Let's not beef it. Woo! The amount of strats that are just involved in 100% is actually ridiculous. And the amount of strats you have to go for just to grab everything optimally makes it even more insane. So I have plenty of money now. I don't have to worry about quote-unquote cheating to get the extra cash I need. Super legit run. I could submit this. Yeah, that's an even better feeling. But now that I have all of my... I've beaten 8... Well, 7... Well, I've beaten 8 bosses, but I didn't get enough essence here. Gotta get one more. One more for my Pepsi Max. But we will take the Beppis as is, and we will run off with it. Starting with my probably most terrifying stage I've ever done. Shivering Sprint, which I didn't, when I first started learning this category, I didn't realize that there was actually a wall of spikes chasing me. But you can find it if you're not so great like I was, and I can tell you right now, if I see it again, I will scream. You're intended to use your Fleet Flask in this stage. That said, it's not going to save you a ton of time. Like, the cycles are just not beatable. So, I'm okay with not using it for now. But I will use it, hopefully, in this next little area. Come on. I'm going to go for it. Yes! That's actually really difficult as well. Okay, run for it. This is not the worst section, but if you bonk at all, you can basically assume you're gonna die. Yeah, imagine my dismay when I saw that thing chasing right behind me the entire time. I was terrified for my life. Looking good on money and coins. I haven't missed any yet. Okay, now this is actually one of the most terrifying stages, just because I actually have to break quite a lot of these checkpoints. They basically put a ton of cash at the end game here. But it's on the checkpoints of all places, so I basically have to make sure that I don't die for the rest of the stage. Nice! That's actually a really hard damage boost. I'm gonna wait. Okay. I have to take this bottom route. Oh no! Well, I wasn't expecting to make it over that ledge, but luckily, that money is really easy to get. I shouldn't have to worry too much about it. I just have to make my way back over there. Hello? Rude fish. Okay. I was gonna go for a risky move, but I'm already kind of running behind, so I'm gonna just wait here. But I will try and show it off after the run. There's a Fleet Flask strat that gets you down here one cycle earlier, and it's really, really cool, so I'm gonna try to come back and do that later. Hello? Pfft. Yo, these guys are like supreme professionals here at body blocking. Ah-ha-ha. I was hoping to dodge that guy. Because these guys can do like a full heart of health, I'm actually gonna be a little more careful here. Perfect. That's exactly how you optimally break that checkpoint. Really? My guy. Ooh, give that guy a raise. Yeesh. Nice. Okay, get this food real quick, and then this is probably one of the scariest rooms just because of the Jawa. Ooh, God! Okay, I'm fine. Could you please? I have to get one more coin here. This guy is like impossible. Okay. Black Knight 3, what can be said about him? He's as much of a jerk as he's been before, that's for sure. Nope, of course. He teleports far enough away, you really can't stop him. Get wrecked, son! Okay, I still have all my gold, all my coins. It's so important to protect your money at this point. Like, I have almost 40,000 now. Deaths will take out so much pain. One more stage, and then I basically get to do a lot of the cleanup that's left in this game. This is actually another really deadly stage for the reason that I still need a lot of money. Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't get my smoke bomb out. That's actually one of the worst things that could happen, but I did take damage, so that kind of evened out. more checkpoints to break. Okay, see you later, buddy. Not even gonna take the chance there. It's just all kinds of horrible nightmares if you screw up and die in this stage. Can I please have my this? Thank you. Need that. Woof! Getting kind of bodied in this room. Ugh, of course. As an example of just how awful this room could be. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the safe way out by not attempting to get back that gold. It's underneath a ton of lava. It would probably take me more time to try and get it. That was what was supposed to happen the first time. Nope. These rooms are honestly, like, extremely heinous. See, that was much better that time. Much as I would like to stop breaking checkpoints, I must still get money. Okay, that was a little scary. And I have to take this bottom route, unfortunately. As scary as it can be, because of the Jawa. Please stop. And I'm just gonna take my money and get out of here. I wish I could really stop breaking checkpoints. I'm sorry. Like, be still my heart. Thankfully, the only reset I've had to done so far was right there. Basically the beginning. I'm about to do boss rush, which is surprise, surprise. I have to fight every boss, but I also have to fight Shovel Knight, which is kind of terrible, and I can't miss this. That would also take forever to get. Because Shovel Knight is at the end of boss rush, that means that I also have to, unfortunately, lower my health again. This auto-scroller is kind of neat because you can actually get above some of the bricks before they form. Taking a ton of damage. Okay, got the coin. Looking good. Luckily, I can leave this checkpoint alive. Oop. Maximum wiggles on the way down. So this boss rush is slightly different than the one I just did, or like every time I fought these bosses before, because some of them I actually will have Staff of Striking for that I didn't before. I still want to take a ton of damage though, so I'm going to have to find some moments to lose a lot of health. Oh my god, Spectre. Spectre kind of juking me. Polar Knight is always one of the first 3 bosses that you fight, so he had to be the one next. Okay, I've taken quite a lot of damage now, so I shouldn't have to worry about it. None of the rest of the bosses can really do that much damage to me either. Oh boy, Tinker. This fight's basically the same. I do, however, want to be over here to start this because we still get the mech. Darn. I'm gonna drink a tonic now. I have plenty of them, and I'd really rather not take more damage at this point. Molnot's too terrible. And then we have Treasure, who I hope doesn't move up first. He does. Yeah, I'm too close. Oh, wait. He didn't move to the side. That's fine. Okay, and I'm gonna have exactly 2 health and 2 more tonics, which is fine, because now I can try to do the Shovel Knight Stunlock again. But this time it actually has to be really calculated. Perfect. Way easier to do with Cluster Powder. I have 194 coins, that's looking fine. I have plenty of money, this is looking fine. Everything is fine. I have a ton of extra health because of all those tonics, so I shouldn't really worry about dying from anything other than instant kills. Like spikes and pits, there are still, spoiler alert, tons of spikes and pits for me to encounter before I spend all my money, so still gotta be careful. But now that we've done all the stages and all that's left is the Enchantress, we're actually going to go back and finish the rest of the side stuff. Main stages are done with, but we're going back to Hall of Champions, which we're going to have to do twice. And it's filled with some of the worst enemies. These guards are, like, here's a real good joke. How did the Enchantress take over this kingdom when these guards are actually cheaters? They're gonna dodge so many attacks, it's actually insane. And you may think I'm joking about how hard they are to beat, but nope. Sometimes you get lucky and they just explode, but like these gold ones are actually the worst. Please die. Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for dying. Yes! Okay, good. Good, good, excellent. That's all we want. We just want them to immediately blow up. And we got one of these guys. He's probably gonna do his... Yep. Oh my god, please. Wait, how did that not even hit him? I'm not even gonna question it. When that happens, I'm just like, okay, cool. Good. Good. That was okay. Don't even be stingy about it, just spend the bombs. Thank you, buddy, because I was about to run out of power. Hello? That guard was freaking out. I'm actually gonna go out of my way to get this coin, just because, hello? And this coin would be nice. Oh my god. Oh my god, please. Please die. Ugh, thank you. Okay. Those guards are actually the worst. Like, how did the Enchantress lose with an army of these guys? Really. I wish I could say I was done with this place. Luckily, I only have to deal with regular guards at this point. I have to challenge them. Starting with this guy. Get out of here. Oh, almost got that. This time I have to actually destroy all the paintings as well. I'm just gonna make sure I got him. Of course I didn't get him. Okay. And on this pass through, I have to make sure I get all the coins and all of the music sheets that I left. That was great. Okay. Just one guy hidden in here. Look at him go! Yeesh. Hello? Can I fleet flask? Thank you. Sure, that works too. Oh my god, please. Plus, thank you. And there's Aaron Hansen. And goodbye, Game Grumps. Nice. Okay, don't need that treasure chest. I have all the coins, I just need to get rid of this guard. Perfect. Excuse me. Sir, could you please, like, what? Stop it. Stop it. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, and for all that trouble, I get a music sheet. Huzzah. Now you may be wondering, my coins seem offset. Well, how am I going to fix that? And that's in this stage, actually. If that's been bothering you, don't worry, it'll be fixed. First I have to spend 50 of these coins here on Percy, so you can fix this. I don't know why he needs coins to like, did he use coins to, like... Percy, I don't understand. Great Catapult was supposed to launch me into a cave full of treasure. Instead it launched me right into this guarded village. Full of more of these guys. Oh my god. Could you please? Oh my goodness. What a cheater! Like, thank you. I threw 3 bombs right on top of him. He didn't take 3 bombs of damage. Yeah, I need to call 911 on these guards. So, one last boss fight here in the outpost, and that's Mr. Hat, which is actually kind of tricky, because you need to... he loves to move around a lot. Oh, come on, really? He was invincible through all of that. Good. This is a good spot to be in. I'm close to the door. He's going to drop more money on top of me. Thank you. Okay. Chester here is going to sell us this bag that lets us hold up to 10 tonics. Not really useful, but there it is. And I'm picking up the 2 relics that I didn't purchase in the stages. Got that last music sheet. Purchasing a chalice, which is super useful for later on. And that's it for the outpost. And there's Baz. Baz is actually completely optional for Hundo. 100% of the percentage points on the file completion screen. Does not require you get Baz. Baz actually would give you a music sheet, but I already got it off of Reese, so I don't need to fight him. Instead, I'm going to hopefully avoid dealing with him. This is a little scary. I don't want to drop into this pit. And I have definitely more than enough money. Actually, I'm a little shy right now, but I'll fix that after this stage. Time for some of the worst coins. Okay, cool. I actually got that coin. That's actually one of the worst ones right there. There's a cool strat that's completely impossible, so don't worry about it. Darn it, I missed the cycle. Relic swapping is impossible. Relic is impossible to land on this thing. I have to land it on this platform. Oh, that was close. Okay. And possibly one of the worst enemies I have to deal with is this guy right here. This Duck Knight is positioned in such a way that I will be actually extremely upset. If he kills me... Oh, thank God. He's actually the worst. He can immediately just drop all of your progress. But that is the forest right there. I'm shy like 500 gold. This is just a bunch of tags. Why did I do that? So I'm shy 200 gold. So close. Not 420. The easiest way to fix that would be to turn in an extra music sheet. I'm actually gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna do that real quick instead. I'm gonna go to the chapel pond. Okay, and now I'm gonna leave. With this music sheet I can go over to the lab. I'm going home sweet home real quick. Now I don't have to deal with anything else. Except for the absolute majesty that is shopping! So now I actually get to buy all of the other... You probably saw all of these bomb upgrades just sitting here every time I went and did some shopping. I get to buy all of them now. It's such a satisfying feeling. Get all this money from Percy, and with that I can actually do the rest of my shopping. Visiting the Chapel King. We're going to listen to a lovely dance, so I hope you all ready to just sit back and relax for about 2 minutes. I actually do have a chance at PBing here because I haven't run this category in forever, but I've been practicing any percent and 100% quite a lot recently. I just haven't actually sat down and like grind it out 100%. So there's a chance that this could PB, which would be neat. The last couple bosses can be a little tricky, so we'll see how I manage. And that's how it's done. Something a little tricky, I have to go through menus kind of quickly because I'm about to get the Pandemonium Cloak, which is going to change my bomb layout. If I don't switch to another cloak immediately. Nice. Okay, so my bomb layout is intact, which means I don't have to worry about doing extra menuing. Gonna finish with the gold cloak. And I'm out. None of Plague Knight's cloaks are actually useful, and looks like Baz was actually kind to me. Word, I'm out. So I definitely turned in every music sheet, I have every coin, I have all the weapons, and now I get to look extra fancy with this cloak. None of Plague Knight's cloaks are actually useful, so again, I'm not going to be needing any of them. And I got this sweet dance. These dance moves from the Chapel King himself. Oops, that was a little scary. So that is Berserker's Brew, which lets you basically sacrifice health to be invincible, or super armor basically through everything. It's not actually needed anywhere in the run, but it's nice to have. And now for one of the best, most satisfying rooms to be in. And then it's just a straight run to the finish line. The Enchantress skill is going to be a little tricky. I do have plenty of mana to just spam on her. That's a little unfortunate. I'm gonna have to wait because I just couldn't kill her in time, and I burnt out all my mana. Got her, okay. And then I have to fight the Plague of Shadows. The Beppis Max is now super tasty, 23 extra flavors. Unfortunately, it's going to be corrupted. If I can find a solid moment to land and just spam the Staff of Striking on this Plague of Shadows, that'd be great. Okay, that wasn't a bad kill. And then lastly, the Corrupted Essence. I have to break open the, it looks like a washing machine. I have to break open the windshield on that thing, smack it, and that will force the Corrupted Essence to open its beak. Ah, so close. Actually, I should be able to finish it. Oh, come on. Ah. I was so close. Okay, time. That is a PB. That's crazy. About to see how much of a PB that is by, but... $122.06. Nice. Oh, thank you for having me, Exploud, for that insane run. And we are rewarded with a lovely little cutscene of Plague and Mona dancing. As much fun as it would be to see the rest of this dance play out, we're actually going to have to go and check real quick just to make sure we got absolutely everything. I like to be, you know, particular and precise. So here's my file, and that is, yep, the space on the bottom right is just nothing. There's literally nothing there. This is another completed file I have. There's nothing there. So that's what it looks like. That's what my file looks like. 41 music sheets, all the green coins I spent getting every bomb upgrade, every weapon, every cloak. And what a game that is to play. Thank you so much for having me here. Take care, Exploud. And yeah, everyone enjoy your evening. Check out more Plague Knight runs from other runners, because they're definitely better than I am. Plague Knight is not my character. But it certainly is a fun character, and it's a very fun speedrun.